Greetings, Millbrook families. This is news from around the district in a Millbrook Minute. First up, we have Mr. Sipe from the high school.
Thank you, Superintendent Hernandez. What a great first full week of school here at the high school. By now, most, if not all of our clubs have scheduled or have had their first meetings. It is wonderful to see so many students involved in our extracurricular activities. Friday, we host a girls soccer game at 4:15, followed by a boys soccer game under the lights at 7 p.m. Saturday is our first home football game at 2 p.m. Next week, volleyball is home on Tuesday and Wednesday. Boys soccer is home on Wednesday. And on Friday, we will have school pitcher day. Have a great weekend. Here's Mr. Cabello at the middle school.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sipe. Last week here at the middle school was all about setting the culture and tone for the school year. And this week was all about beginning to carry it out. So great to see our students in classes, living out their grade level charters and getting involved throughout the building. In your email, parents, you will have received a copy of the slideshow that was presented to all of our students. Please feel free to look through and share some of these expectations at home as well, and pay particular note to many of the clubs and extracurricular activities that students have already started to get involved in this week. This week, we also dressed to impress and had picture day. So it's so nice to see students with so much pride on picture day. Looking forward to next week. We got lots of great things coming up over at Alden Place. Here's Mr. Lipka.
Thank you, Mr. Cabello. Alden Place had a super week of schoolwork, both with students and staff. Our math coach, Dr. Sobrin, returned this week to connect with some of our teaching staff. One of our ELA coaches, Ms. Hargrave, will return next week to check in with all classroom teachers. Our coaches did meet with 7 of our staff for professional development this past summer. Fourth grade graders are in process of choosing instruments with our band teacher, Ms. Rubin. Chorus classes are in the beginning stages for each grade, 3, 4, and 5. Our CAPE counselor, Mrs. Celestino, will be meeting with 5th graders over the next 10 weeks, once a week. And this week's lesson focus was about goal setting and being positive. We miss our Kindness Club here at Alden Place. And the good news is that Kindness Club will return October 2nd. Enjoy your weekend. And next we have Mrs. O'Connell at Elm Drive.
Thank you, Mr. Lipka. An amazing first full week here in Elm Drive. I'm looking forward to welcoming all the families into our building for our back to school night tonight. Tomorrow, the kids have their very first Blazer Assembly of the year, where we will introduce our focus on respect. It's always a great time for everyone. Next week, our students will take their beginning of the year diagnostic assessments. These assessments, along with other classroom screeners, help tailor the instruction that each of our students need. And finally, get those smiles ready for our picture day next Friday, September 20th. Have a great weekend. And now on to Ms. Chanowski with news from Pupil Personnel Services.
Thank you so much, Mrs. O'Connell. Here in the PPS office, we have hit the ground running since the start of the school year. It has been so nice to be working with our families in meetings we've had thus far. Please remember, do not hesitate to contact myself or Amanda Kessman here in the PPS office for any questions or concerns you may have regarding your child's IEP. Additionally, I'm looking forward to attending our soccer game tomorrow and seeing our student athletes in action. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And now on to our Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Watkins, with curriculum and instruction.
Thank you, Ms. Chanowski. So this week, I just wanted to bring everyone's attention to the upcoming board meeting on September 24th, in which our Board of Education will be adopting a resolution for the November 19th capital project vote. In preparation for this, the district will be attending all of the back to school evening events. So we will have information there for you to ask questions. We encourage you to look at the information, ask questions, and also take time to look over our social media sites, whether on Instagram or Facebook, as additional information will be there as well as on our website. With that, we want to wish everyone a happy weekend, and off to Mr. Garcia in Business and Personnel.
Thanks, Dr. Watkins. So with the start of the school year, our 2024-25 school tax collection season has also begun. We wanted to remind everyone, for all district residents outside of the town of LaGrange folks pay the taxes to LaGrange. However, everybody else is welcome to pay their taxes here in person. Our tax collector is available specifically during the morning hours of 9 to 12 on regular work days or school days, but she's also here later in the evenings on Thursdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. She can be found either in the business office or the front entrance to the middle school. Either way, come to the main entrance to the middle school and we can support you there. There's also a drop box in that vestibule so that if Ms. Cross is not available, you can drop your tax payment in a sealed envelope into our secured drop box. In addition to tax season, the district is also actively recruiting for a number of positions. Two of the critical ones we have right now are a number of health aid positions, as well as temporary and per diem nursing. So if you know anybody that's interested in either of these roles or any of the positions we have on our website, please go to millbrookcsd.org, check that apply button all the way to the right. It brings you right to our recruitment page. We'd love to have you or somebody that you know join our team. With that, hope everybody has a great weekend. We go back to Ms. Hernandez, our superintendent, to close us out.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. The district is currently recruiting for a teacher of English to speakers of other languages for our E&L program. If you or someone you know has that certification and is interested in joining our team, please apply through the PNW OLAS website. Also, this week, the administrative team read the Tipping Point chapter on the power of context and talked about the application of the broken windows theory here in our school environment and how environment impacts behavior. So we'll be unpacking different texts throughout the school year and sharing some of our learning with you. We will see you next week, and we hope you have a great weekend.